Have you ever been in a conversation and suddenly your mind feels completely empty? You know you can think, you know you have ideas, but in that moment, nothing comes out. Small talk feels impossible. Your brain just goes blank, and the more you try to think of something to say, the worse it gets. If this has ever happened to you, there may actually be a very simple reason. And more importantly, there are a few small tools that can really help. This is actually a very common nervous system response. When this happens, many people suddenly become very aware of themselves. Your voice, your body, the silence in the room. You might even feel discomfort in your stomach. Your brain starts asking questions like, what should I say? Am I saying something wrong? Do they notice that I'm nervous? And the more pressure you put on yourself, the less your brain seems to work. This often happens because your nervous system goes into scan mode. Instead of focusing on thinking, your brain starts focusing on safety. Is this room safe? Are people judging me? Did I say something wrong? And when your brain is busy scanning the environment, thinking becomes secondary. Your system is simply trying to protect you. One thing that helped me a lot was lowering the pressure I put on myself. Before conversations, I sometimes say to myself, "Thank you in advance for helping this go well." And I remind myself of something very important. I don't need to be perfect. I just need to be average. Because when I expect perfection, my brain shuts down. But when I allow myself to simply be okay, the pressure drops, and thinking becomes easier. Another thing that helped me was having a simple structure in my mind. When I listen to something or read something, I organize it using 3 small questions. What is this about? What is the main idea? Why does this matter to me? Which parts of this information are actually relevant? And then, what can I do with this information going forward? How could I use it? I actually practice this when I'm relaxed, when I read an article, or watch something on TV. My brain learns how to organize thoughts, so when I'm in conversations later, I have something simple to fall back on. Another structure that can help, especially when speaking in meetings or in front of people, is this one. First, what is the problem? What are we trying to solve? Then, what could be a possible solution? And finally, what will we gain from that solution? Why does it matter? For me, having something like this to lean on makes speaking much easier, because my brain doesn't have to invent everything on the spot. It simply follows a structure. If your mind sometimes goes blank around people, it's not because something is wrong with you. Sometimes your nervous system is simply trying to protect you, and giving your brain a little structure can make thinking feel much easier again. On this channel, I explore the nervous system behind things like overthinking, social anxiety, and people-pleasing.